Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Lane here, or GS 3.4, or Oscar, doesn't matter what to call. We finally hit the 19th, and yep, today's my birthday. Bring out the balloons and the confetti. Shout out to the Shinkster, his birthday is also today as well. As for this video for today, I wanted to do a Q&A. This is honestly my first time doing this, but I will not be planning to do more in the future. So let this be the only one Q&A video for this channel for now. Alright, let's get on with the questions. Sorry about the limiter on my voice. I'm using an Apple earbud and it's going on some wild crap right now, and I have to use Audacity to do some fixing and limiting. So yeah, apologies. How's production for new remixes doing right now? Okay, so I haven't actually made anything yet since I'm still at Honduras, but I did make some new remixes and got some of them done around in June and July, but that's gonna be uploaded on December. Cause I wanted to focus on finishing up that one other remix that I'm gonna upload for November, since it's gonna be for someone. So yeah, here's like a 1-second preview of my remix that is gonna be uploaded on November, and 2 remixes that is gonna be uploaded on December. Yeah, it's just those 2. The others are in WIP mode. Any favorite anime? I usually have a ton of favorite animes, but I'm just gonna list them through all 5. Shakugan no Shana, Blue Archive the Animation, Bocchi the Rock, Lucky Star, and last but not least, Family Guy. The Helpful Fox Senko-san. Yee. Favorite TV shows? Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi, Cat Scratch, SpongeBob SquarePants, Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and Family Guy. I had some more favorites, but again, listed some of the 5. Second favorite Blue Archive student, Haruka. Yep, I said Haruka. I mean, she may have a lot of issues, but that is not her fault. She only wishes to be loved, to be helpful to her friends, and to not be a problem. She deserves the love of her friends, and the caring and attention of Sensei. Protect the Haruka. If any of you random guys call her mid, I swear to God I'm gonna be in your walls at night while you sleep, and I'm gonna splash you some ice cold water. Oh yeah, I forgot, her New Year uniform looks adorable. And I also really liked her L2D, even the original one too. Please, John Nick-san, make a dress doll for Haruka on the next From the Opera with Love event, please. And Mutsuki too. How do you come up with such stunning audio for your remixes? I usually practice better balancing and mastering too for audio work. Back then, I've been looking through helpful guides in YouTube for better mixing and stuff like that. Then after that, I tend to do some better audio work according to the guides. Then I mastered my audio after I finish having my pitches, perks, and chorus all set in FL Studio. Sometimes a little tricky. Oh lord, 3 questions. If you woke up to be the last person alive on Earth, what would you do first? I'd go back to sleep. If you could give a name to your favorite kitchen appliance, what would it be? I would name it the Pinger. That's the name for the microwave. Whenever it finished cooking up food, it pings or dings or beeps. I don't really know. If you could name a new state, what would it be? I don't really know, to be honest. When did you discover Sparta remixes? Probably either around 2014 or 15, I'm not quite sure. During around those years when I was in middle school, while working on some classworks in a Chromebook, I've been listening to video game music through YouTube just to relax and focus on work. Then after I finished, I've been looking around through YouTube, and then saw this one recommendation video from the homepage. And the first Sparta remix I ever saw was the one that Keaton made, the This Is Sparta one. I gave it a listen for the first time, and I was like, huh, it's quite something. Then after I watched and listened to Keaton's remix, I saw another one from the recommendation. And the next one was This Is Patrick. Yeah, then after that, next ones in the recommendations were remixes from Sliasen. His Open Sesame remix, the Frankendoodle one, his Wombo remix, and some few. So yeah, that's where back then I've been listening to those Sparta remixes for the first time during middle school years. Then somewhere in the mid-end of 2015 and in the start of 2016, I've been looking through some other remixes that were made by other people, like Jario for example, and Javids, and Stir, Sprocket, Glitcher, and some other others. Then after seeing their remixes, I was like, I wanted to try out I wanted to make a Sparta remix too. And then around in May 4th of 2016, I did my first remix. But it's just me being a beginner in that year. I haven't even learned anything yet about with pitches and perks and shit. Then somewhere in the mid-end or close end to 2016, I got a little better. Kind of figure out how pitches and perks work. I don't even know anything about the FX for those, so yeah. And then there's 2017. Gotten good. And on that year too, where I learned how to use FL Studio for pitches and perks thanks to the two people, Stir and Vince. Oh yeah, how could we ever forget about the fake pitch incident around that year? Oh my god. When my dumbass brain doesn't even know that Citrus isn't even a pitch sampler. Then after a 2-year whole inactive shit after that P-Gene remix, 2024 and current year now, making more Sparta content. What would you rather choose, Gehenna or Trinity? Oh boy, these are tough choices. I was almost gonna say both, but I'm gonna go with Gehenna. I'm sorry, Mika, but don't plan on any wars on Gehenna. Huh? Besides that W. Garfield remix, what other vids would you say you liked making? The Shika Noko Noko vid, the Sonic for Hire cast remix, and the Matatabi movie Labo one. Those were really fun to make, and enjoyable too. Favorite game? Easy. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Used to been a competitive player on that game. Been into tournaments back then. It was fun, but I retired from joining in tournaments and all that. I just mostly play the game with close friends only online. I despise joining in random lobbies from other people, because I know some of them will be toxic and all that. The Smash Bros. Community is so ass anyway. I sometimes play the game all by myself just to try out some good combos and all that. I would have showed you some clips of it, but I actually don't wanna, because I know Nintendo will literally find this out if I, modded it. Well, that's all from the questions in YouTube from you guys. Now I'll read some of the others from my close friends from Discord. It's just only some questions from 3 people. So I guess this will be quick, I don't really know. When did you first become a Mario main, and how did you decide which alt you wanted to main for him? Smash Ultimate question, by the way. I became a Mario main since 2020. Been looking up to guys on how to play as Mario on YouTube, trying him out on practice and training, played some matches online, and gotten a little better playing as him. And then around in 2021, I practiced more and gotten way more better with him. Oh yeah, and the alternate costume I decided for him while maining him, I always chose the black and white costume. I mean, years before, when I played Smash for the 3DS, while playing as him, as a noob by the way, that was my noob years back then, I always picked the Fire Flower alt costume from him, but when Smash Ultimate arrives and checked his alternate costumes, his Fire Flower alt isn't even there. So I went for the black and white alt instead. How did you learn to speak Japanese? I haven't actually learned it already yet, but there is an app where you can learn some Japanese language. I'm actually a little shy to say something in Japanese, but konnichiwa, hajimemashite. I still need to learn more someday in the future. Hopefully. Alright, last couple of questions from another friend of mine. If you were a dinosaur, what specifically would you be? Easy. This dinosaur right here. I joke. I would say Tyrannosaurus. What animal could you win against in a fight, and why? I would say a dog. Not into a real fight though, but into a playful one. It's more fun that way, even if you have a small dog, like mine's. I missed you so much, Chase. What is the best food or dish you ever had? Pizza. It's always pizza. If you were president, what is the first thing you do? If I were president, I would lower all prices on everything. Yep, people would buy stuff with low prices, they save up more money. If you had all the money in the world, what is the first thing you're buying? I would buy myself a mansion. A fancy mansion. Well, that is all for the questions I have answered from you guys today. Again, I won't plan another Q&A video for the future, so this will be the only one here. So thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you later.